Hey, good afternoon. So look, what we're going to do today is we're going to teach you how to build a budget template. And I don't want you to be nervous or afraid or anything like that. This should actually excite you because look at these statistics. This is just what I've gathered up over the last couple of days from the local news. 1 out of 3 Oklahomans have no savings. Okay? 40% of the population can't handle an emergency expense of $400. That was just released by the Federal Reserve. Okay, 1 in 4 households with income over $100,000 report living paycheck to paycheck. So it's not just you. It's not the world against you. It's just that we don't know about these kinds of things. We procrastinate because we don't really know how to build one. So I'm going to take some time today and show you how to build one, and hopefully we'll just do it on this whiteboard here. And the biggest thing is to just do it. I know that sounds simple, but we hesitate and we're reluctant, maybe perhaps because we really don't want to see what our finances look like. So let's get started. This won't take long. So grab you a piece of paper and like a notepad and turn it in a landscape position and start up here at the top left corner. The very first thing you're going to put in here is your income. Okay? Then I want you to put in all of the months for the calendar year. January, February, March, and so on. Okay? Now under here, under income, we're going to list wages. Okay, that's what you bring home on a monthly basis. So let's say it's $3,000. Under January, we'll put $3,000. But the other thing that we're going to put here is other income. Now, other income is maybe you have some stocks and you get dividends from those. Maybe you have an interest-bearing savings account and you're getting income through that way. I accrued $12.74 in interest on a savings account last month. So we're going to list that. Okay? Now we're going to list the total. So that's $3,012.74. Well, watch me try to do some math on this later on, right? When we're adding all this up. Not, carry the knot. Okay. And then you'll do this for every month that you go through. 2,800. Wife picked up some babysitting money, sold a few things, $300. What was that? 3,100. And so on across there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to list your expenses. Okay? And when you list your expenses, the best thing to do initially is to grab at least 3 months of your bank statements. And in your bank statements, everything, and credit card statements, anything that you can gather up that has all your purchases and debits on there. And then start breaking those down. I spent a total of $500 in insurance. I spent $350 in groceries. My rent is $750 per month. My electric bill is $75 per month. And you want to group the different categories in an order that is, these are needs. Your rent is a need. Your utilities are a need. Groceries, your car insurance, all of these types of things are needs. And so just once you have that broken down, all those different categories and your total amounts, then we can start filling in the your expenses. So let's start with the rent, utilities, loans. I like to break them down. I do GM loan, which is a 0 now, but student loan. Insurance. Again, I like to break my insurance down because I have several different policies. I have one on me. I have a health, not a health insurance. Thanks, Obama. I have a life insurance policy. I have a insurance policy on my dog, my car insurance policy, my truck insurance policy, my homeowner's insurance policy, my motorcycle insurance policy, and out of that, I'll break those down just for my own knowledge. So car, $219, which includes my homeowner, Jackie, $20 a month, Harley, $11, and so $240 plus 30, $270. So I've got $270 in insurance. And then you go on through groceries, entertainment, and you just list all of these different expenses down out here. So let's say the rent for February is $700. Utilities is $100. Your loans equal out to $300 a month. Your insurances equal out to another $300 a month. Your groceries, $350 a month. Phone, your cell phone, I have a landline here as well that I use for a fax. So you know, break those on down. Maybe you're doing another 100. Your internet, 75, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 25. So that comes out to $1,925 per month. Okay, so you have 2,800, subtract 1925, 9, 10, 5, 7, 1, 9. So that gives you a $975 savings per month. Now, once you start getting all of this down on the paper and everything, then you can start seeing where your money is being spent frivolously. And you can start by, well, here's one category, eating out. You never really realize how much you're eating out until you total all of these up. So that would be under dining and entertainment. Down here. And let's say you see that you're eating $150 a month at Burger King, Taco Bell, and Denny's. Well, that's a little expensive. And you can start cutting these things back. And you identify the unnecessary items, expenditures that you have. You can figure out your percentages, how much you're saving or spending. And when it comes to spending, housing should take up no more than 25% of your pay. Or should make up no more than 25% of your budget, I'm sorry. So if my budget was $100, my rent should be no more than 25 bucks. Transportation. That's your maintenance, your fuel, your insurance. That's 15%. Currently, I run at 9% on mine, but I run 36% on my rent. Savings. 10% of it. I'm at 27. Utilities and phone. 10%. Charity, 5. Clothing, 5. Entertainment, 5. Medical, 5%. Gifts, miscellaneous, all at 5%. Should exceed no more than 5% of your budget. The biggest obstacle to doing a budget is sitting down, grabbing those bank statements, and identifying each category that you're spending money on. I don't care if you're spending $300 a month on cigarettes. Write it down. You've got to know where your money is going. And the challenge is to look at all those different categories and find out where you can start cutting your expenses. So what do we do with that money that we've saved? Emergency expenses. Number 1. What was the stat? Third of the population can't do $400 emergency expense. What are you gonna do if you have a couple tires blow out? That shit ain't cheap. Transmission goes out. That shit ain't cheap. That's an emergency expense. So you want to put a portion away into your emergency expense. And then you have your general savings. Your general savings. And you'll want to put that money away for that. Now, general savings is, I want to save for, what's the next holiday coming up? I think Christmas, whatever. So you want to start, you know what you want to spend your money on, or the people that you want to spend your money on, and you have an idea of how much you want to spend. So, start. That's what the savings is for. Savings is for that impulse purchase that you just got to have it. My latest impulse purchase goes to my hobby. Yeah. Okay. I saved for that. I didn't just, well, you know what? It's February and they got a sale on trucks and I'm going to buy one. You have to be smart with your money. Trying to think, there's a quote. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. But anyway, that's really basically how you start a budget template. And I'll write one out and post it on Facebook there, so that with all of the different categories in there, so you don't have to try to figure out what's what and everything. And I just wish you the best of luck. And I don't like to see people suffering because of finances. How many times have you been in an argument with your spouse over money? How many times have you had to deny yourself because you didn't have the money? Or people that you want to spend money on. How many times have you found yourself in a bind? I get it, and I'm not a saint. I spend money and sometimes I stray from my budget, but you have to get back on track. You have to get back on track. Once you realize it, you have to get back on track. Now, last month I only saved like 5% of my money. That's because I wrote out a check and paid the loan balance on a car. So, wish you guys the best of luck. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a holler on Facebook. Post your questions on SBA Solutions or whatever. And good luck. I wish you the best.